Now, Pro Tip Tuesday with Mark Valliere.
Thank you for joining us for another edition of Pro Tip Tuesday. This week we're going to go over uneven lies. So I'm going to give you guys a few tips here this week to help mitigate the damage when you guys do get these uneven lies, because a big problem that I find a lot of people have is bringing their golf game from the range to the golf course. And a reason being is that on the range we got a perfectly flat lie, great lie every time. We get out here on the golf course, that ball might be a foot above our stance, below our feet, side hill lie, sitting down really poorly. So we want to adjust our setup to be as neutral as it can on every shot. So we'll give you a few little pointers here going forward, and hopefully that can help you guys with your game. All right, so here we've got a situation where this ball is significantly above my feet. So in order to hit this shot, there's a few things we need to do in order to achieve success in getting this as close to the hole as we'd like. So rather than hold this golf club right at the very end and make a normal swing here, obviously this ball is going to be closer to me because it's above my feet. So what I need to do is I need to grip down on this golf club about the amount that it is above my feet to get my setup back to neutral. So in doing that, now that I've gripped down on this, the second component is, because it is so far above my feet, it's going to promote more of an in to out path, which is going to put some curve on the golf ball. For myself being left-handed, it's going to curve to the right. So I might need to aim a few yards to the left to account for that. So the two big things, I'm going to grip down, aim a little bit to the left here, and just go ahead and hit a normal shot. Now we found ourselves on the other extreme. This ball is well below my feet, so a lot of the same things happen here. I'm going to set up now to the right because this golf ball is going to curve left for myself being a left-handed golfer. As well, I can't add any more golf club to this to length here, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm really going to have to make sure that I've added a lot of knee flex to stay low, and I'm really got to focus on maintaining that knee flex through the hit, because if I stand up out of it at all, you're going to clip the top of that golf ball and you're not going to get the contact you like. So a little bit more knee flex, and just really try to maintain that knee flex while you're aiming a few yards to the right. Should curve back pretty nicely. Hopefully you get the result you like. All right, the third situation you might find yourself in on the golf course, we've got a quite significant upslope here. So the setup adjustments for this one in particular, I'm going to have to tilt my shoulders now on the angle of the slope. Rather than just having them neutral as I normally would, that club's going to dig right into the ground because of the slope. So I need to adjust those shoulders to match the level of the slope. As well, in my swing, I really want to feel like I'm swinging up the slope and not into it. We don't want that club to dig into the face of the hill. So I'll give you guys another example here. Tilt the shoulders back a little bit, swing up to the slope. That ball will go a little higher, so we do need to add probably half a club just for that, because it will launch at a lot higher launch angle based on the fact that we're on this massive slope here. So the last lie we might find ourselves have on the golf course is going to be one where this ball is on a significant downslope now. So a lot of it's just the opposite of what we just discussed in the upslope, but we'll go over that here again. So as well, I need to match my shoulders on the incline of the slope here. So they're going to have to be tilted down quite a bit. As well, I'm going to need to make sure I'm swinging down the level of slope here, just to make sure I get that clean contact. The golf ball is going to fly out a lot lower than it normally would, so we're going to have to probably take off a few yards on this shot, because it's going to skip a little farther forward than it normally would because of that lower flight. So again, I'll demonstrate here. Tilt the shoulders down to the level of the slope, making sure we swing down the slope. Comes out a little lower, and it'll probably skip forward a little bit farther. All right guys, hopefully those tips help you on the golf course, and we'll see you again next week on Pro Tip Tuesday. Take care and have a good weekend.